Most people in the world are using either macOS, Windows 11 or some kind of a Linux distribution. Long story short, I have found shameless knockoffs of these mainstream operating systems. The first one is a Windows knockoff called... It was a Linux distro which was supposed to be a free alternative to Windows that can also run Windows programs using Wine. Microsoft heard about this and they didn't like the name Lindows. They claimed that it was a bit too similar to Windows and that it would confuse the customers. So they sued the company behind Lindows in late 2001. The legal battle dragged on until 2004, when Microsoft paid $20 million to settle the case. In exchange for that, the Lindows trademark was handed over to Microsoft, and the distro was rebranded as Linspire, which is what the newer versions were called. That's a brief history of Lindows. Now let's boot it up. That's such a weird sound, okay. Your Lindows OS computer is ready to run. I was then greeted with an audio tutorial on how to use the operating system. This tutorial was built using Adobe Flash, as I later found out. What is this and why is it so big? Lindows is running a heavily customized version of KDE 3, a desktop environment. Everything here is quite customizable. What even are these options? Unclutter Windows. The Lindows control panel looks like a renamed KDE control center. What a surprise! On Lindows, you are logged in as the root user by default. I'm not sure why do we have only 3 resolutions. We have to restart the computer. Lindows comes with this weird splash screen every time you shut down. A big feature of Lindows was its click and run. It was a service that allowed you to quickly find programs and then install them on your system. Basically like an app store. It was a paid membership service of $49.95 a year that allowed you to download free open source software or simply buy some kind of programs. It is also placed as a separate button in every section of the start menu. Moving further, creating a folder has this cool animation. I just wanted to show it off. I guess it's a pretty useless detail. Okay, let's check out some programs. Lindows uses Conqueror, how do you say it? Which is a file browser and a web browser in one package. CD burner, CD player, MP3 player. When I first saw this, I thought it looked way too similar to Winamp. XMMS is apparently like a clone of Winamp, but for Linux systems. Then what I found surprising is that you can open up the start menu and just detach a section, just like that. But I guess this is more of a KDE 3 feature than Lindows. What is this Live West? Oh, it's a guide, okay. That explains the icon. Then there is another internet browser which is called Lindows Internet Suite. This is apparently just a renamed version of the Mozilla Internet Suite. Mail, Instant Messenger, what? They have copied Microsoft Messenger, powered by GAIM. This is also just a reskinned version of GAIM, the instant messaging client for Linux. Then I found out that you can use the terminal inside of the file browser. Touch file.txt. You can create a file right from the trash. What else we have? Games. Potato Guy, what is that? Here you just dress up a random potato. I don't get the point of this game. But now we have to check out a macOS knockoff, which is called... They have ripped off the macOS loading screen, and right at a first glance it looks exactly like macOS, especially the dock and its icons. They are identical. Finder is called Files, and this one is called Epiphany. P-Message, and this one is called Pear TV. So here we can see we have a control center. Also, excuse me, but everything is super laggy. But it might be just because I have misconfigured something. So it's a Pear OS Monterey, named after the macOS Monterey. And there's also something about Pear books, yeah. I don't think that these are actually real. The only thing that I found when googling for Pear books is that computers called Pear books were featured in Nickelodeon shows like iCarly or Henry Danger. Oh, my childhood. So maybe this is just a joke. Anyway, let's check out Launchpad. What the hell is Peary? They have got their own AI assistant. Listen for Hey Peary. Imagine someone telling this to their peer book in public. So this dock is called Latte Dock, and this top menu panel is also together with Latte Dock. I wanna see Pear TV. Can I do that? If I press on this downloads folder, it turns the whole dock white. We can actually turn everything off and we would get a regular KDE Plasma desktop. Also, what? There's a Pear OS release called Tixer. Why would you call it that? This control center, I don't like it. I hate it because it's clunky and you specifically have to press on this X button to close it. Also, I like how I'm running this on real macOS. I don't think the icons are supposed to look like that. So Pear OS is pretty much just regular KDE Plasma with a macOS skin on top of it. But now, similar to how Windows and macOS had a knockoff version of them, I also wanted to do something with Linux as well. There is a meme Linux distro called... This meme is probably irrelevant in 2025. I hope so, at least. I never actually liked AmogOS as a game and as a meme. I hated those memes. That aside, this distro seems pretty cool at a first glance, so let's check it out anyways. There are some icons on the desktop and one of them is Steam. Turns out I have to download it. Okay, everything has to be downloaded from Steam. Or I guess not this one. So what is this? Okay, so this is Minecraft Raspberry Pi edition and I'm running it on AmogOS. I have to use the keyboard for this one because it's really hard with a mouse. Yeah, I remember Minecraft looking like this. Username imposter. This is my username by default for some reason. I want some information on this operating system OS release. So this is based on Debian Linux. And for the desktop environment, this is running the LXDE desktop environment. Or I think D stands for desktop environment. Display settings. It might look a lot better, but the dock has not changed positions and it is stuck. I tried to change that, but I was greeted with this setting. Theme, P News, PP Small. I love this operating system. What do we have here? About me, about myself. Full name AmogOS. First name AmogOS. Initials SOS. Oh, check this out. There's Firefox on this operating system. There's also SOS IDE, which is like Visual Studio Code. We have the wallpaper of Blue Imposter. Have a saucy Christmas. Why is there Windows 11 wallpapers? Oh, there's a sauce. There's an imposter right there. Okay. Let's, I guess, stick to this one. What is this file? Why does it say run me HTML? Let's check it out. Oh my god. Okay. I see. YouTube has messed up recalls. You have to accept this thing. By the time you have accepted everything and you have watched an ad, of course, as well, you already know that it's gonna be a recall. YouTube messed it up, man. Okay. We can use the saucy search bar. SOS IDE. Print saucy. And how do I run it? Our code works and I'm a genius. Anyway, check out this video on trying unreleased Windows versions and I'll see you there, possibly, if you click on it.